On television these days, it's all part of the complicated business of marketing, and specifically sports marketing. And that's the subject that we'll discuss with my guest today, Dick Maxwell, Vice President of Sports Marketing for the American Motorcyclist Association. And Dick, just the title represents a little bit of a departure for the association. Tell me your mandate as compared to maybe some of your predecessors.
Well, Dave, the AMA has been in the racing business really since its inception back in the 1920s. The problem now is that just racing isn't enough in today's sports marketing world. You have to get out of just racing and into the entertainment business, and that's where we're trying to move AMA racing.
In terms of a marketing approach, it seems difficult because the AMA does so many things. I mean, NASCAR goes out and markets stock car races. You guys have road racing, you've got motocross, you've got dirt track. You've got a pretty elaborate agenda. How do you set priorities and figure out what to go tackle first?
That's a real tough one because no matter what we do, somebody gets left out. We're concentrating right now on Camel Pro and on road racing. Supercross, of course, does very, very well on its own, and motocross is something that we will bring along as time goes on.
We know that there's been more television exposure. Obviously, the AMA has been levering for that for years, and now all that hard work is finally starting to pay off. How important a component is that in the whole marketing effort? Is it the golden goose, as many people seem to think?
Well, it may not be the golden goose, but without that goose, you can't sell your series. Our biggest challenge right now, my biggest challenge, is to develop series sponsors so we can bring more money into the series so that the riders can make more money and the teams can begin to do a little better job business-wise. So without television, you just don't have anything to sell.
Let me ask you about the future, both short-term and long-term. Do you expect us to see any major breakthroughs in terms of the marketing of motorcycles in the next 2 to 5 years?
Very definitely. I think you will see some series sponsors within the AMA next year that we haven't had before. You're going to see expanded race schedules. We're trying to take Camel Pro out to 20 races. We're trying to take road racing up to 12 races. You're going to see more money coming into the sport. You're going to see more and better television packages. We really think things are starting to move. Unfortunately, we can't just snap our fingers and have it happen, but we're getting there.
Final question, is there anything the individual television viewer, motorcycle enthusiast, AMA member, race fan can do to help this whole process? Obviously, they share in the success and want to see you succeed. How can they help?
They can help us a lot. If they will contact their local television stations, or more importantly, their local newspapers, and keep grinding on them to get the results in the paper. As the results show up in the papers, more and more people see the results, and it becomes a more legitimate motorsport. They can write letters to USA Today if they happen to be those kinds of readers. They can contact all the newspapers and the televisions and the networks and say, come on, guys, where's our television coverage of motorcycle racing? Where are our results on Monday morning from in the newspapers for Saturday and Sunday's races? That can help us a lot.
Great. We'll encourage them to do that. We appreciate all the good work that you and all your colleagues up at the AMA do in both the competition and the non-competition realms. Thanks for coming down.
Thanks, Dave.
Dick Maxwell from the American Motorcyclist Association. We'll be back with more on Moto World right after this.